Hey, this is Brian Stutland here, Equity Armor Investments, along with my colleague Joe Teague. We're bringing you today our talk about volatility, what that means for the market. Obviously, a meaningful term when we look at insights in how to hedge our portfolios and invest for our clients. So when we're taking a look at things, Joe, I've noticed some interesting things going on with VIX and volatility in this market that might be giving us some indication about what's going to happen in 2020. Today, we just had the Federal Reserve out give their statement. The market kind of sat still, but I think we're in for some bumpy roads heading into next year. So why don't you lay out the VIX and tell us what's happening here?
Yeah, just real quick update today. Of course, we have the Fed meeting. Market will respond positively off of that, but the VIX didn't do much. We're down small, but you would expect to see a VIX dropping a little bit more after that big event. Of course, the elephant in the room this weekend is the trade news, so we're really waiting for that, and the market is going to be moving on that significantly. Now, underneath the volatility service, we got the SKU index on the highest levels of the year. We also have the VVIX at 104 or higher, which is an elevated level for that. So volatility traders are pricing in volatility. Now, let's take a look at what's happened in the past 4 months in the VIX. We had that peak in August. Of course, there was the repo situation along with the trade news situation. There was a lot of liquidity issues in the market, so we're getting a lot of movements around there. And then we go flash forward to October. The last time we had a big trade event, the Chinese delegation was in. The VIX was actually higher then than it is now. Ahead of that news, it was around that 17 area, and that was when we first had the announcement of the phase one, which we are still waiting for now.
Yeah, so Joe, when you look at this chart here, I take a look at it and I see the VIX making lower highs, continue to trend to the downside. Why don't you talk about where volatility could go going forward? Do you think that a potential sell-off in the market is imminent, given the way this chart is behaving, especially in December when we had a couple percent sell-off in the market, the VIX not making quite a higher high yet either?
Well, what the chart's actually telling me is that volatility is actually responding less and less each time we have these trade events, as you can see here. So right, like I said, in October, we were a little higher and we had the trade event. Right now, we're 2 points lower on that 15 area. So it's telling me that the volatility traders are kind of taking this in stride, reminding me a little bit of like Brexit. When Brexit was in play, in vogue, there'd be an on again, off again Brexit news. And every time moving forward, the calendar moved forward, the volatility was a little bit lower each time. So it's telling me that the most likely situation is that there's going to be some sort of settlement. We could see the VIX at the low levels of the year, around that 12 range. However, if there's the unlikely situation like the original vote for Brexit, we could see a spike above this trend line, and we could see a VIX pop back up to this 24 level.
Yeah, so there you go. So we see a VIX spike to 24, 25. I'd probably expect the market to sell off 5-10%, right, Joe? And so when we're looking at 2020, we're looking to stay protected, use volatility. Please go to equityarmorinvestments.com. Check out our EA Vol Index. That's our ability to track volatility and actually trade that to help hedge your portfolio. So that's something we're looking at here. Again, go check out equityarmorinvestments.com. Okay, so folks, if you liked that video and you liked what we talked about with volatility, about how to invest in your market, please come to equityarmorinvestments.com, sign up, subscribe to our email list, or feel free to send us an email through our Contact Us. And if you have $500,000 of investable assets and you want one of our representatives to check things out and see how your portfolio is behaving, give you a little consultation on that portfolio, I will send you a copy of my new free book, Trading with Edge. Normally I charge $19.95 for the book, but if you contact our representative and you have over $500,000 of investable assets, following the consultation that we do, we will send you a copy of my book, Trading with Edge. So again, go to our website, equityarmorinvestments.com, fill out the Contact Us form, send us an email. If you have over $500,000 of investable assets, we'll do a consultation of your current portfolio for you right now. And following that, we'll send you a copy of my book for free. That's a $19.95 savings rather, just for you. Again, check us out, equityarmor.com, equityarmorinvestments.com. Thanks. Take care.